Welcome back to the UK Journeyman Save. In today's episode, we have two games in the Player Fit Championship. I've finally figured out what PFC means. We are away to Institute, who were at the time unbeaten in top of the league. They've actually dropped down to third. And then we play Anna United, who are second in the league. So it is two teams at the top of the table. Newington are top officially, but two teams around the top of the table. Since you last left us, the new tactic has still been pretty good. As you can see, we've only lost the one game in between episodes, and that was against Coleraine, or Coleraine, I don't know how it's pronounced. 2-0 loss in the Northwest Senior Cup semi-final. They're a Premiership side. They were up in third when we played them. They're down in fourth now, but they're a very good side. We then drew 3-3 with Armour in the league. This was a little bit of a disappointing result because we were winning 3-1, I think, at one point, and yeah, they're striker just went on a mad one. We beat Institute 2-0 in the League Cup, which was a good result. We then drew 2-2 with Dundela in the league. Again, that was a pretty poor result. We were actually, very fortunate to get a draw, a late equaliser from Shawnee Bradley off the bench. Got us the equaliser. We then beat HW Welders in the league. Again, we didn't make a good start of it. We were 3-1 down at one point, and some late heroics. Another late goal from Shawnee Bradley off the bench made it 4-3. We then beat Anna United in the League Cup 3-1, which has sent us through to the semi-finals of the League Cup, where we're going to play, I believe, either Donegan Swifts or that team. I can't remember their name, Ballymena. So yeah, there's potential there for a big fixture, but I think we'll only really show a cup game if it's maybe the final or something. But yeah, that puts us in sixth place. But as you can see, it's really tight. There's only 3 points separating. Well, there's only 4 points separating seventh and second. So it's real tight. If we can go on a winning run and get a couple wins, we can absolutely be. I mean, if we win both games today, I think we'd be in the top two by the end of it. I really do, because we're playing teams up and around it. But we've got Institute first. We've had no transfer business. The only business we have done, actually, which I should mention, is we've tied a few of the key players down. Abbottson, Brannigan and Andy Jones have all signed longer contracts, same wages. I think maybe a little bit more an appearance fee, but essentially the same wages on an extra year. So we've got them till the end of next season as well, which is good. All young players, all progressing quite well. As you can see when we go in, I mean, Abbotson's up to 3.5, Brannigan's 3.5, Andy Jones 3.5. He's in the goals as well as Andy Jones, 5 and 12 in the league now, 10 overall in all comps, so he's starting to score. But yeah, this is the team we're going with. We've got Abbotson in goal, a back four of Brown, Gregory, Brannigan and O'Kane. Brown probably the next one on my list to look at tying down, because yeah, he's been quite good as well. We'll probably end up signing most of them onto deals next season, but I just wanted to tie the young ones with potential down first while we could. A midfield two of Ola Dunjai and Dale Gorman, and then our front four of Sabara, Smith, McDade and Andy Jones. McDade actually had an injury. We've been playing Lynch. He's been okay, 1 goal, 2 assists since he's come in. Bradley's starting to score off the bench as well. So at least we've got a couple options there. But one thing we do probably need is wingers. Sabara's really hit and miss. I know he looks like he's having a good time, but he's really hit and miss. Some games he gets like a 6.3 and does nothing, and other times he gets a goal and an assist, so it really rocks up his average rating to look quite good, but he does go missing a lot. And we just need someone else. We've only really got Cushney who can play out wide, and yeah, he looks good, but he's just not really turned out to be that good. I don't know whether we just need to give him more game time, get him fit, but he played at the start of the season. He wasn't very good then either, but we've not really played him much since we went to this system, so there's potential for him to come in, but yeah, we're mostly just giving him appearances off the bench so far, and he's not really done anything. He probably needs extended game time to get fit, and then maybe he can be good, but at the minute he's not really showing it. He's more of a natural left player as well, rather than right. But we do play Institute, who were third in the league. We did beat them in the League Cup, but looking at the players, it looks like they may have rotated their side for it, so we'll be interested to see how we get on. Obviously, the board won top half. We are currently just around sort of exactly mid-table, I guess. So we are maybe slightly underperforming, but like I say, I think it's a little bit of a dodgy position because there's so few points between second and eighth or seventh or whatever it was. So hopefully we can get a couple wins today, or at least maybe a win and a draw, and that should get us much closer to those top 2 spots. I do still think promotion's potentially on the cards for this year. If we don't get promotion, then at least a top half finish will do me, just to get our feet in the door here at LIMAVADY. But yeah, I do think potentially with the way that the form's turned around since we went to this tactic, there is potential for us to get a promotion playoff place at least. Maybe not win the league. I think that's probably too far gone now. We are a third of the way-ish into the season. We'd really have to start winning games back-to-back, and we definitely don't seem to be doing that. We've got a tactic that works, but it's definitely not overpowered or anything like that. We are still drawing games, and we've been a little bit lucky recently, so hopefully we can get a win today and get ourselves onto a much better run in winning consecutive games in the league. And here is Brendan Smith getting us forward. McDade plays it back out to Brendan Smith. 33 minutes on the clock. Brendan Smith, lots of options, finds Gorman, who plays it off to McDade, who plays it off to Brown, who plays it off to Oladunjai. It's really good work, but unfortunately his effort is not really good enough. For some reason he's tried to squeeze it in the right-hand post, and there was just no option there for him. He really should have just been smashing it across the face of goal into the left-hand side, and he's not done that, and we've uncharacteristically just knocked it long and lost the ball, and they've swung a good ball in. We just about get it cleared, but it looks like they are going to come back on the attack. They've swung it in again. This guy in lots and lots of space, cuts back, finds a free man, and they've got the goal. It's 1-0 to Institute, and it's poor defending from us, but it all comes from us giving the ball away, just booting it up when we didn't need to. We play out from the back. We ask them to play out from the back, play out from the press, and we've not done it. And Andy Jones, top scorer, has also picked up a knock. This is not what you want. We'll bring Lynch on, because he's probably the closest similar to Jones in terms of speed and stature, but definitely not what we want when we are a goal down and we need a goal and our top scorer is getting injured. This is starting to feel like the game's against me. The game doesn't want promotion this year. Gregory on the ball at centre-back, plays it to Oladunjai. Is this one of those weird... I feel like there's these weird highlights now where it's just the highlight of the end of the half happening. Yeah, I don't know why they keep adding this in. It's just like, I don't want to see the half end, and I really couldn't care less. Not been a very good half from us. We've definitely been outbeaten by a better side, and now we've got our key man off. We really should have scored from that one chance, though. Oladunjai really should have been scoring, so I do think that that's made the XG and the chances look a lot worse. But there you go. And again, look, the wingers really letting the side down. They're definitely the weak points, I think, in this attack. I think the strikers we've got are just fine. It's just the wingers could be a lot better. We'll look to address that in the January. We can't really bring anyone in anyway at the minute because we don't have the money, and we're not allowed to sign people outside of the window. Gorman plays it to O'Kane, and the left back and right back have actually been brilliant, so that's one position I'm really happy with, is the full back, and that's brilliant work from O'Kane. Swings it in, and Josh Lynch off the bench, having to replace Andy Jones, does really well to nip in front and smash it between the goalkeeper's legs. He makes it 1-1, and that's exactly what I said. It was a bit of a like-for-like replacement with Jones because he's just quick. He's a bit of a young, nippy, quick striker, but Institute get themselves straight back, and to be fair, it's a good commanding save from Abbottson. He's just grabbed it out the air and made sure to claim it well, and we will play out from the back. This is how I want us to play, because I think we've got the players to do it, and I know that sounds crazy when you're talking about the second tier of Northern Ireland, but other teams don't tend to press your fullbacks that strongly at this level. That's why I think we can play out from the back, and we haven't really been caught out from it, whereas we do try to press people and win the ball back in those dangerous areas, and we haven't really got a lot of not a lot has came out of it, but it usually forces them to go long, which suits us because we've got big, tall centre-halves who can just head it out like I was talking before. It's kind of a Leicester-style tactic. We're probably a little bit too careful with the ball, if anything, in my view. I think sometimes it's better for us to just be getting a ball in, and we haven't really done it. Well, I was talking about Cushney not turning up. He's going to get his chance today. We're going to bring him on for Smith, who's having a honker. So Cushney's going to come on the left-hand side for half an hour-ish, and hopefully he can prove why he should be starting, because he is one of our own. He's not on loan, and that rhymed. And realistically, I'd like to have him in the side, but he's offered nothing. That's real poor from Gorman. He's just played a silly ball straight to Brown. He was never getting there. The other man was always getting there, and we've got away with it. I don't know what he was trying there, whether it was a shot or a cross, but we've massively got away with it. Brown doing exactly what he's been told to do, get up and get wide, and Gorman just played a sloppy pass, letting him get in. He's got to play a forward pass to someone else there, and it's really poor from Dale Gorman, but yeah, still 1-1 here in the game. Not looking like there's going to be too much else happening. 10 minutes to go. I mean, we've had some late heroics from Shawnee Bradley off camera. Maybe it can happen on camera as well. He's coming on, and we're going to bring Donnelly on as well for Gorman because he is a bit tired, and maybe that's why he's been a bit poor there. So we'll bring him on for the last 10 minutes. Hopefully try and snatch a winner. I know we've not been the better side, really. It's probably been about even. We've had more of the ball, but chances have really been evenly distributed, at least from an XG point of view. But Institute standing over a free kick, whip one in, well cleared from Brannigan, and Lynch, with all of his pace, can go, but they've actually got 3 centre-backs back. Lynch is probably going to have to find an option here. He's not really got a lot going for him. He's just going to go himself as Lynch, but unfortunately, it's an easy save for the Institute goalkeeper in the end. I mean, Lynch did well, but he really should be trying to find an option. I know there wasn't much, but maybe just hold it up and wait for someone to come rather than trying to force it. But not long left now. I mean, if we could grab a late winner, I'd be very, very grateful. But I think it is going to just run out as a 1-1 draw. And it does. It runs out 1-1 draw. And I think, given that they're a good side and we were a goal down, you just take it. You just take it. We needed the point, at least, not to lose. And yeah, we'll tell the boys that, look, we were probably the better side. I mean, it was probably pretty even. But yeah, not a bad result. And as you can see, we're still only 3 points away from second. So it's absolutely still on the cards. So let's go play the second game against Anna, who we just beat in the cup as well. So we should feel pretty confident about beating them. How long's Jones going to be injured for? Twisted ankle. Oh, he's going to be out for like a month, right? Well, Lynch is going to have to step up. He's going to have to step up, right? Well, no Andy Jones for the next game. So before we go into the second game, one thing I wanted to mention on my player profile, I've actually got, I think possessions are now reasonable, so we're getting up a little bit. We've actually got a bit of reputation. We're now obscure. We've gone up. We've gone up from pending to obscure. We are starting to rise in the world, in the footballing world. Lovely stuff. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that before we went into the second game. There has been some progress there, which is good to see. I need to make a few changes. Yes, this is the team we go for the second game against Anna United. We've got Aberton in goal, back four of McHarry, because, as you can see, I just mentioned that Brown is suspended for the next match. Too many yellow cards. Gregory and Brannigan and O'Kane make up the rest of the defence. Oladunjai and Gorman in midfield. And then a front four of Sabara, Smith, McDade and Lynch. Top scorer Andy Jones, going to be out for the next couple of weeks. So hopefully Lynch can make up for the goals that Andy Jones has been scoring. Now, he has only scored 5 in the league. Most of them have come in the cup. Well, it's kind of been even. 5 in the cup, 5 in the league. But we haven't really played anyone that bad in the league. It's all been teams in and around our level. So hopefully we can keep the good times rolling. We are on a bit of an unbeaten run in the league as well, which is good. But really, we need to be turning this into more wins. We are playing a team we beat in the League Cup not too long ago. They are sitting in third. A win for us would at least put us above them. And potential for us to get much closer to the playoff places or the promotion places. Dale Gorman plays it through to Robbie McDade, just back from injury himself relatively recently as well. So he's just been getting himself back up to full fitness. He was playing well before he got injured. Seems to be a bit of a trend as soon as your players start playing well, they get injured. But yes, a win today at home would do us the world of good just to get us back to winning ways in the league, get us back to keep the unbeaten run going as well. I think that's the main thing. But yeah, just get us 3 points, rock us up the league table, and then hopefully keep that going off camera before the next episode. And then hopefully when you rejoin us next episode, we will be closer and closer to the playoff places. I think the tactic's good. I think we're in a good position. It's just about following up with results, if that makes sense. I think we just need to maybe, yeah, just try and get as many good results as we can. And then I think in January, we need to try and get a winger or two, because I think that's the main thing. I mean, if there's an unbelievable striker out there, that could also help. But I do think a winger is really what we're lacking. I think Smith is fine. Sabara's not really a winger, which probably doesn't help. I think we need, yeah, someone who's just quick. I think pace is really important in these lower levels from what I've noticed this year. So if we could get someone with a bit of speed, that would be ideal. We're having a lot of shots, but they're all kind of off target. So I'm not really sure why we're not hitting the barn door. Oh, we couldn't hit a barn door today by the looks of it. But yeah, again, not a great game from Smith. He's been lacking the last couple of games. He's definitely gone quiet. He had a pretty good start. And even when we changed the system, he was still playing pretty well. But the last few games, he's definitely started to go quiet. And Anna will get themselves forward. Lots of space to run into. And we've got away with it there. I really thought he was going to play the pass, which would have allowed him basically a free shot on goal. But thankfully, we've just about got away with it. Shot off target for them. Just shows you the lack of quality in this league. Abbottson goes long, not really what I want. And what is Gorman doing there? He's getting into dangerous territory now, where he's just stitching people up every game. He needs to put that in. Yeah, not a great half. I mean, it looks like we were the better side, but really no quality in front of goal. So we will get into the lads, tell them to step it up. And if we don't improve up top, then we've always got Shawnee Bradley to bring on. And Cushney as well, who maybe deserves a bit more time, because these two are definitely not cooking at the minute. 0-0 in the game, though. At least we are doing the work defensively, even if we are a little bit off the pace attacking-wise. That's poor from Gregory. That's really poor from Gregory. Yeah, we need to be better. We need to improve in terms of our attacking output at the minute. We haven't had a clean sheet in a while, so if we could keep a clean sheet today, that does go a long way. And I thought we were going to concede just as I said that, but thankfully Abbottson comes out and collects it really well. Abbottson should be distributing it to his centre-back, and he does do that. Brannigan racing forward. Look at that head of hair as well. Thick head of hair for the young man. Brendan Smith into Gorman. Has to find his left-back. He doesn't. He finds Smith, who finds Lynch, who plays McDade. Back to Smith. He's got to finish. He's not on it. He's lost it. He's lost it. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know why he's going with the left foot either. I know it probably is his weak foot, but had to go with the right foot there. Yeah, he's lost it. He's not the same Brendan Smith. He's out of form. Gorman plays to Ola Dunjoy. Edge of the box, back to Gorman. I think he could have had an effort there, but nevertheless, we will build it back up. Brannigan switches it to his centre-back partner, Gregory. Back to Brannigan. It's kind of died off now. We go with a launcher, and nothing comes of it, and actually ends up with potentially a counter-attack from the other side. Not a quick counter-attack, though. They are trying to build up themselves a little bit because the numbers weren't there, and thankfully we're able to deal with it. Still 0-0. I think it's time to make a change. I think Cushney deserves a bit more time. He's really not picking up fitness, though, when he is coming on. Smith's been shocking, so he's going to come off. But we definitely need some other options. We've got Tosh on the bench as well, but he is basically what his name is. He is Tosh. He is rubbish. So there's no point bringing him on. Lynch isn't having a great game. And at some points, I do think Shawnee Bradley should deserve to get a bit of time as well. And Lynch is not having a good game. But he's one of those, he's quick. He could just nip in with a goal when you least expect it. Ola Dunjoy into Sabara. Sabara, lots of room to run into. Should keep going. Keep going, Sabara. Keep going. Keep going, Sabara. Keep going. Oh, he plays it to Gorman. Wasn't sure that was the right option. We get in good positions and then we just play the ball back. I'm not really sure why. Lynch, just turn and shoot. I don't know why we keep going back to the centre mids. The strikers, they're in good positions to turn the man and get an effort on goal. I don't know why they keep going back to the centre mids, but that's a decent ball in from Sabara. But there's nobody there. Ball back out to Sabara. I think he was offside. He wasn't. We whip it into McDade, but he can't win his header, and that's where, if we've got Shawnee Bradley on the pitch, he's quite a tall boy. He might have done something with that. So we'll see this highlight out, and if we don't score, I think he's going to come on. McHarry, who is not our usual right back, which could be why we are not as good creatively this game. Whips it into Cushney. Oh, it's a good effort, but it's off the post. And Cushney would have earned himself a start if he'd scored there, but he doesn't. And we might get caught here. Oh, Ola Dunjoy, that's brilliant. Cushney, you've got to turn. We're afraid of turning. Turn and get the ball forward. Oh, that's terrible from Gorman. He just launched it. Easy for them to clear it. O'Kane will pick up the ball, though. To be fair, he should have just seen that out for a goal kick. Brannigan plays it across to Gregory. Gregory with acres of space for McHarry on the right-hand side. Can he get a ball in early? He doesn't. He plays it short to Sabara, who... I mean, there's no striker in the middle. Whips it in. Excuse me, Lynch. Not his game. He's not a big boy. And that is another attack that just doesn't... Nothing comes of it. And once again, I mean, there was lots of room there for a striker to nip in. But we do come on the attack again. Sabara has McHarry to his right. He's brought down, and that is going to be a free kick to us. I don't know if Sabara has actually picked up a knock there as well. But it is going to be a free kick to us. And we have been a little bit dangerous from free kicks. Dale Gorman's scored a couple, and he is standing over this one. 20 minutes to go. If he could score here, that would do me quite nicely. Dale Gorman hits the post. Oh, this has got this feeling of it. We're not going to score. We just can't score today. It's one of them. I think we need to bring Bradley on. We were waiting for the highlight to end, but it's never ended. We'll bring Bradley on now. I don't know whether we go... I don't really want to have two... Because McDade's kind of slow as well. I don't really want two slow strikers up top, even though McDade's playing a little bit better. I'll keep Lynch on one kind of big man, small man, Defoe, Crouch style strike partnership. Seems to be working okay for us, so we'll stick with it. And we'll see how it gets on. But again, Cushney, he comes on, he just doesn't do anything. Like, he doesn't offer anything. Gorman wins the ball, plays it to O'Kane, and we are winning the ball back better, as I've noticed. One thing that I've noticed as the tactics been learned more and more as we are learning it. That's a good ball through to Lynch. He's got to finish, and he does. And that's why you keep a fast boy on, because it can do nothing all game. You get one ball in behind, he gets on the end of it, takes his time, finishes it. Brilliant stuff. Good ball from Gorman as well to set up Lynch. Not long left to go now, and we've got another injury. Brown not on pitch, so he can't play there. We don't really have another right back, do we? Yeah, I guess we just bring the left back on. This is the backup left back who's somehow still got fitness, even though he's never played. He's going to come on for the last few minutes. Hopefully, can just do enough of a job to see it out. And unfortunately, we've got a highlight. That's not what I wanted to see. I wanted to see us Dunyan rings, but Burn gets himself up, but it's straight back to us. It's straight back to them, sorry. Not long left now. Big ball up. Gregory can win it, though. And again, we're just launching it. Not sure why we're launching it. We should be looking after it. You've got to look after it. Now they're in the attack. And we've got to win the ball back. We've got to pressure them. Don't let them attack us. Come and cover. Oh, I don't know. That was a weird highlight. Nothing seems to happen. 6 minutes of added time. Where's that come from? They just want an equaliser. The referee wants an equaliser. He's a snake. But hopefully we can see this out. A minute to go. I mean, like I said, I wanted a clean sheet. We got a clean sheet. 1-0 win. That'll do me. Up to fourth. 3 points off second. 3 points off top. It's very close. If we can get a good run of results going, we can do it. We weren't at our best, but we were still the better side. And that definitely pleases me. And we'll definitely take that. A draw and a win. I said 4 points before the episode. I'd take it. The game gave it to me. And as you can see, we don't lose many games. We're drawing too many. We need to turn draws into wins. It's not losses into draws. It's draws into wins, and we'd be right up there. But yeah, good episode. I'll take that. So we'll play a few more off camera. Where should we come back for? Nothing really screaming out at me. I mean, I don't really want to go all the way to January. That feels a little bit far. Let's go end of December, maybe. See, makes sense. We'll come back for Armour and Dundela. By that point, they could be top of the table. We could be top of the table. They could be top of the table. It's all to play for in this league. It really is, which is good. There's no front runner. I'd say it's quite an equal league. So we'll come back for those two. End of December, round off the year. And yeah, we'll round off 2028 with those two games. We'll play the rest of these, 4, 6, 7 games off camera. Oh, sorry, it's cold. Still a cough. On the cards. We might even play a League Cup game or something in between. I don't know when that's going to be played. But we are in the semi-final. So I guess if we maybe get to the final and that's before that, then we might come back for that. But initial plan is to come back for these two games, and we'll see out the end of the year with those two games in the next episode. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode of the UK Journeyman, and I'll see you all for more very soon.